Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do my June Trash It or Cash It, which is my June empties and purchases. I have a pretty decently full basket here and a pretty decent monetary speaking amount of empties to share with you guys, as well as a humble amount of purchases that I've made. Why am I doing this so much? A humble amount of purchases that I made throughout the month of June. So I am going to just talk to you about them. There is an item that I don't have in my possession that I'll talk about next month. That way I can show you. No, I'm going to just tell you. So it's not necessarily counting in my beauty purchases, even though it is a beauty tool. I bought the Dyson blow dryer. So did I need it? No. My other blow dryer was 5 years old. The diffuser thing didn't work. So long story short, I redeemed my points, got a discount on it, and I bought the Dyson blow dryer for myself for about $150 with my discount again, and I redeemed all of my Ulta points. So it was a good purchase for me. But I'm letting Josh's aunt use it currently because I need to air wrap my hair with this color. She's, I don't know how she would look diffused, if I'm being quite honest. I fear that it would look Bozo the Clown-ish. But anyway, we are not here to let me ramble about my hair and my Dyson. We're here to talk about my empties and my purchases. And I'm going to talk about my empties first and then my purchases after. So inside of here, I have empties. I'm sure you see one thing glaring at you, and I'll start with that. So the first item in my empties is going to be something that was in my deck of panning. Technically speaking, I finished this in May. However, I don't like spoilers in these videos. This I did finish. This was $58. I don't think I will repurchase this. I'm shocked in saying that. I don't think I'll repurchase the Supergoop Play Everyday Sunscreen in this behemoth. It's one of my favorite sunscreens. I like it initially to apply. I think reapplication, it just leaves me a little too greasy. And I slather myself in SPF in the summer. Whenever I'm in the sun, I reapply every hour on the hour. I'm actually shocked saying that. I wouldn't repurchase my Supergoop Play. Supergoop Unseen sunscreen is my all-time favorite though. That was really my only body care. So we're going to move to skincare, I guess, next. I have a few skincare items to share today. I'm going to talk about one that wasn't really a standout, and it's this guy. This is it was a little potted lip scrub. I finished the blue one earlier this year. This is the red berry. This is the Morphe and Sour Patch Kids collab lip scrub. This was a red berry lip scrub. It smelled and tasted great because when you get it on your lips, you inevitably get it in your mouth. The only thing with these, especially the blue one, not so much this one, but it still did. This does stain. So it stained your fingertips. It would stain your mouth, so it would look like you got popsicle everywhere. You know, like a kid when they're going crazy in the summer eating popsicles and it was all over. That's what this would do. It would get all over my fingers, all over my mouth. So I don't think you can really buy these other than the Sour Patch Kids website, but I wouldn't repurchase them. I wouldn't recommend them. There's other lip scrubs on the market that work way better and don't leave any cast. Then I have two 𝙇𝙞𝙤 products, and we'll just start from the one I finished first, the one I finished second. I finished the 𝙇𝙞𝙤 Advanced Peptides and Collagen Eye Cream. Now I busted my package. But I did finish this guy up a couple weeks ago at this point, and I was pretty excited that I did. It takes me about 6 months to a year to finish a full-size eye cream. So this one took about that time. I like it. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase it. I have my eye on a couple others at work currently. I just like to try eye creams. I think I've decided that skincare is something I don't mind splurging, and eye creams especially, I don't mind kind of venturing out until I find my perfect one. And I'm still on the hunt for that. So there's that. Then the 𝙇𝙞𝙤 Acne Deep Pore Cleansing Wash. This is my second or third. I don't remember. This is my second or third container or bottle of it. I like it. It's great. It does the job. I can see myself repurchasing this. I am currently going through a couple other cleansers in my collection. One is targeted for acne, so I don't necessarily need to run out and buy it now, but I definitely can see myself purchasing it eventually. It doesn't dethrone the green one. The green one, the CBD De-Stress Calming Cleanser, is my all-time favorite. And I do have the rest of them, but these were Glamnetic press-on nails. These were the pink swirl variety. You saw me wearing like some nice long cute nails in a couple videos. It was these. This is what I was wearing. They're super cute. Got 2 full sets out of them, which I was pretty excited about. The Glamnetic nail glue is top of the line. I will never use another nail glue anymore. Like after finding that, I'm like, I'm good. Glamnetic nail glue is it. So I have a couple declutters inside of this basket, but a few empties. So there are going to be a couple spoilers in the next portion. We're going to talk about makeup empties next. I have 2 Project Pan items to talk about that you already knew were empty. The first guy is this one here. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 1.4 Bone. What a freaking title. I liked the product. I hated the packaging. This is plastic for a $90 foundation. Should not be plastic in my opinion. It shouldn't. The pump also, granted, I definitely broke this when I first got it. I definitely thought, I'm like, there's no way this Tom Ford $90 foundation is in plastic. I thought it was like sheathed inside of this, so I ripped the whole thing open. And maybe I'm the reason why it stopped working, but the pump just stopped. It like gave out as I was about here. When I was about here, it just kind of gave up. Even when I was down here, it would take a lot for it to pump. So what I did was I would bust it open, unscrew everything, take something out, dip in there, smear it on my face, seal it together. Just a pain in the butt. So while I really enjoy the formula, the coverage, everything about this, the Bare Minerals original liquid foundation or whatever that one is, that's in a very similar like pump thing, looks the same in my opinion. So why would I spend $90 when I can spend 30 something dollars on a foundation? Then something that was super exciting to me, everything's always super exciting to me, but this, a blush empty. Who is she? I pan my loose blushes. I usually can go through 2 a year. This year didn't roll a second one into my Project Pan, so we're just getting through 1 this year, but it's okay. It's okay. This was the Bare Minerals Luxe Radiance Blush. Technically, it was a highlight powder. I believe there's still a tiny, no. I thought there was a little itty bit that I could give you a swatch, but there's not. So it was just a really nice everyday kind of color. It didn't lean too pink. It didn't lean too like neutral. It was just like a straight in the middle of those kind of shade. Just lent itself to any eye look really well. Here is another warning. There is going to be spoilers for Project Pans coming ahead. I'm going to give you a second. Click ahead. Go to the chapter. Go to the next one. But since you're here still, I'm going to assume that you don't mind Project Pan spoilers. So I have 2 empties that are spoilers, and they both come from my year-long Project Pan. Any guesses before we talk about them? Leave them in the comment section below. The first item that we finished off this month was this guy. Now, it wasn't technically in this packaging. I just went and grabbed this packaging because it makes sense to have this. This was the CoverGirl, what were you? The Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. I got this in February this year and finished it up in a couple months. So for $18, I wouldn't recommend this. It was just really overpriced in my opinion for something that didn't last that long. So it was okay. It didn't like wow me. It wasn't great. I wouldn't repurchase it. I won't repurchase it. So there's that. Then something that grew on me and I wasn't expecting to like it at all. Well, when I bought it, I expected to like it, and then I got it and I didn't like it, and it's grown on me since I Project Panned it. And that is this guy. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Priming, the cooling primer thing that has like a little bit of like minty kind of feel to it. First of all, this smells incredible. This has that like sweet mint kind of scent to it. So it's like a little vanilla, a little minty, a little sweet, not too much. But it's more of that like tacky kind of primer, like a gripping primer. And usually that is not my jam at all. Normally I like stay far away from those like the plague. I loved this though. I don't know if it's because like now that I have a more like on your feet kind of job versus previously when I was at a desk job, if I just need something a little extra, and that's why I like this more. But this is phenomenal. I really, really enjoy this to the point where e.l.f. still sells this on their website, and I'm kind of like, should I buy a couple more of these? That is done. That is finished. I'm really happy. And I'm gotta say, I'm really impressed with e.l.f.'s packaging in this style. Like, look how, like, it has sucked everything it possibly could out of there. Like, that is the little nozzle to suck the product down. And there is nothing left in there. There might be a tiny bit stuck in there. I might cut this open to see. It does not twist off. So there's no way I can twist this off. I might cut it open. I probably won't. I'm just kind of like, I got my money's worth out of it. It was $10. I got every ounce of my money's worth out of this. Then I had 2 items that are getting decluttered out of my collection. And I'm going to talk about the one that I broke first because it's broken and I can't, it's a liquid and then the packaging broke and I can't in good faith want to use this on my skin. That is the Milani Supercharged Under Eye Brightening Tint. The thing that annoys me the most about the fact that I broke this was I just freaking bought this in February. It's like I wasted my points on nothing. Then the next item that I'm decluttering is actually going to go to a coworker, and she's at work now, like she's coming back into work. So I'm going to give her this. This, you would have seen me declutter in my year-long project pan. I was like, I'm done with this. Someone told me how to say this. Ritual 𝙒𝙨. I hope I said that correctly. Yes, I could Google Translate and very easily figure out how it's spelled or sounded, but here I am filming after I've been working for 8 hours and awake for longer than that. I've been awake for about 12 hours at this point, so forgive me that I'm too lazy to look things up. I'm decluttering this. This is called the Alchemist Highlight Intensifier. I have to say, online, the swatches of this look incredible. Like, it's just this beautiful sheen across everyone's arm that it's swatched on, but it's not that. It is just straight glitter in like a gel, like an ointment-y gel, oil, greasy consistency. It's just not cute. I don't like it. I think that maybe someone that likes, man, it is so like, it's just like wet and goopy. And it's like heavy, it's kind of tacky. It just is a weird consistency and I'm not about it. So now that we've talked about the items that are leaving my collection, whether that be empties or declutters, all here, I'm going to tuck this aside and we're going to go into our purchases. And when I say ours, I'm talking about me in the monitor, me here, and me who's going to record. We're all in this together. I sound like a lunatic. So the purchases that I made for the month. I'm going to talk about my purchases and then I'm going to talk about what came into my collection for free via Gratis from work. So the items that I purchased, I've already mentioned, I bought the Dyson, but I don't really count that as like in my purchase spending for like beauty because I'll use that tool. Like that'll get a lot of use. It's more like the things that have a shelf life is what I feel like I need to like give myself like money and like take away money from, if that makes sense. Let me know if you do the same thing or am I just nuts and I'm like things that I'll use like for years and years and years that don't have a shelf life. The perishables are the things that I talk about. So since I'm waving this around right now, I did purchase the Bouncy Strength Volume Foam for wavy hair. This is by Curlsmith. This is what all of the stylists at my salon at Ulta use on their textured hair clients, the clients that want a curl to their hair. So I figured I would purchase this and see how I like it. I do like this. I will say I haven't used it since I have now bleached and dyed all my hair red. Again, I'm a little afraid that I'll look like Bozo the Clown when I do diffuse it, so I'm a little hesitant to use this right now until I kind of get a little bit more health back into my hair. But I really liked the curl that this did give my hair when I used it the 2 times that I used it. Then the next item I purchased, I feel like I purchased something else, but I can't find it. But I know for sure I purchased this I actually purchased this in May and I forgot to talk about it, I think. I purchased the Supergoop Resetting Mist. This is just a mini. I really like this. There is a shaker ball in there. It does have a relatively aggressive mister, but it's like fine. It's a fine aggressive mist, but it does like come out at you. I like this. It's nice. I use it after I get home from work and I want to go outside, but I don't want to necessarily take my makeup off. I will just, and then you just gotta let it sit for a second. The SPF mists like this, I think they almost have like a minty, like peppermint, tea tree smell to them. I think it's just something in them, because I also heard Jessica Lee mention that the Kula setting spray mist thing also kind of has that same kind of smell to it. So I think there must be something with like an SPF in like a propellant form that's not technically an aerosol that might just need that kind of ingredient to work. But I like this. I can see myself buying the full size of this, especially in the summer months. But I'm very thankful that I have just this mini to kind of get through. It doesn't feel like greasy or anything like that on the skin, but I really haven't like put it to the test. I haven't like sprayed this as my setting spray and gone out the door. I've only used it as a touch-up SPF product rather than like a full setting spray kind of product. I'm going to talk about the items that I got for free from work via Gratis. The first item is actually this guy. So I have been really loving this, I gotta say. So Benefit launched new blushes. They discontinued their larger packaged boxed items and they came out with these small, sleek, they're called Wonderful blushes. This is in the shade Sunny. It has a little like grapefruit or blood orange or something on it. I don't know if you'll really be able to see that I've already used it, but down here, it definitely has some wear. Maybe you can see it like there. I definitely have used this quite a bit. I really enjoy the color. I used it more when I didn't have red hair, but I have used it once, I think, with the new 𝙀𝙤, and it looks fine. It looks good. That is what that blush is. Why did I put it on a knuckle in between veins is beyond me, but there's that. I really like this. It's really soft. Then I did also get, it's this package, but I have it out already, the Ordinary Niacinamide plus Zinc 1%. So I never actually used the niacinamide before until this guy, and I don't know how I feel about the Ordinary products, if I'm being quite honest. I don't know. They're just kind of like meh. I have enjoyed this so far. I don't know if I really can give you a difference in like pore size or pore reduction or anything like that. I don't notice that on me. I don't suffer from like enlarged pores, or I guess maybe this can do blemish control. I don't know. So I'll continue to use this. I'll report back if anyone wants to know, but I feel like people already know what they like about the niacinamide treatments, and that one's just like okay to me, I guess. I would like to try the Good Molecules one though. I am interested in that. The last product that work had given me is actually a full-size concealer, and I already know I love this concealer. I went through a travel size version of this and then the potted version of this already like within the past year. So I know I love this concealer. I haven't even opened it to like swatch this color in particular, but this is the 𝙀𝙤 Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This stuff, I feel like you either love it or you hate it. I personally love this stuff. So I did get a shade that's a smidge deeper than I am all year round. This is my like summer and fall color after like I get a bunch of color. This is in the shade Medium. Oh my gosh, it's just such a cute little thing. So I already know I love this. It's a super full coverage concealer. A little goes a long way. Like if I were gonna do my under eyes, maybe that little nugget. So not a whole lot that would cover both under eyes and then some. Like I could still probably spot conceal. But it's just super thick. It's a high coverage kind of concealer. That's it, just like swatched out, I guess. Super full coverage. It's going to fit me right now, which is nice. And that is it for all of my trash it and cash it, empties and purchases. A lot of things that, well, not a lot of things. A lot of things leaving my life, a lot of minimal things coming into my life. I like this. I like the give and take that way. I like a lot more things leaving than a lot more things coming. Let me know what you guys finished this month. Let me know how you are doing for your project pans. I'm always super curious. Let me know any items in here that are new to me that you might want to see a little bit more like thoughtful review on, or what are the items that you are interested this month, or that you did purchase this month, or that you used up this month. I really truly would love to know. I hope that you guys are accomplishing all the goals that you set out to do. I hope that you guys are being kind to yourself and others. The world is a cruel place out there right now. So just be kind to people, be nice to people. You never know what someone's going through. And give someone a hug today. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye!